The Ballad of Wallis Island is a wonderful film. I was not planning on reviewing this, but I ended up falling hard for this film. It's one of those films that gives you a warm hug, and I fell under its spell. And the moment it finished, I had that urge to talk about it, that film lovers twitch and sparkle when you know you've seen a film that feels special. So this is a quintessentially British comedy and drama in tone, form, execution, about an obsessed music fan reuniting his favourite musicians to play a concert on a remote island. Directed by James Griffiths, who I haven't seen anything else from, but he did make Cuban Fury back in 2014 that I will definitely be checking out after this, and more importantly, the short film all the way back in 2007 that this film is based on. And both the short and this new feature were also written by Tom Basden and Tim Key, who also star alongside the always great Carey Mulligan. And from the moment it starts, it hits you with a charm that lingers. With Tim Key's awkward wit and a great sense of reflection, it's a film that is about the past, and to me, the island sort of acts as a time capsule for its characters, representing the isolation you feel when you reflect. And as everything starts to come together, it really hits that bittersweet sensation you get from rediscovering your favorite song or film, or even a photograph from a particular time in your life, one that has very much passed whether you wanted it to or not. The film has a sometimes overpowering sense of melancholy to it, but it does it with an endearing nature that really draws you in. And as you are experiencing all of this gentle nostalgia, Tim Key is there to fill all the voids with some truly hilarious and glorious wordplay. There is almost no time for awkward silences here, and what's so impressive is the humor feels true to his character and it almost never undermines the sentiment of the scene. In the first couple of minutes, I was a bit worried that we were going to get an extended stand-up routine, but it all feels surprisingly natural. And when a good joke hits, it lingers and sometimes even plays into the next scene. And this is a comedy. The lasting sense of melancholy is what you will remember this film for, but it's also really funny with some great bits that I won't spoil. The audience I saw this film with were really enjoying it, and a lot of us were catching different jokes at different times. There was always a pocket of laughter somewhere, and I was laughing out loud a lot. It's very punny, it's very awkward, but it works on a few different levels. It's hard to keep a straight face, even now remembering some of my favorite punchlines. Make no mistake, Tim Key is the heart and soul of this film as a character that's trying to relive and reassemble something, but the film's central arc really focuses on Herb Maguire, played by Tom Basden, who I've also not seen anything else from, but he does give a great performance in this. As an artist that's become a bit of a sellout, it's clear he's only on this island for a payday, but things do take a turn, and he certainly conjures the yearning folk archetype, but it's all rather beautiful. And to talk about the music, it's very traditional, gentle folk, but I loved the songs here, especially the song Sky Child. And it was almost to the point where I really wondered at times if this was based on a real artist that I just hadn't heard of, but no, it seems it's all original compositions, written and performed by Tom Basden himself, and you can listen to the full soundtrack. Carey Mulligan is on a lot of the tracks here too, and I read somewhere that she describes this film's tone as a gentle euphoria, and I couldn't agree more. She is, of course, wonderful in this, as you would expect, and has great chemistry with both Tim Key and Tom Basden. She is not in the film as much as you might expect, but she certainly steals the scenes she's in. And seeing the reunion of the film's central characters, their history, their resentments, their longing, despite not knowing much about them, was actually quite mesmerizing. And then of course Tim Key appears in the frame and spins the whole scene on its head, and it's something I never grew tired of. There's some lovely cinematography to accompany all of this, nothing fancy, just some elegant landscapes, gentle close-ups of longing eyes. It's all very tasteful. I just really like films like this one. It's completely predictable. I had a sense of every direction this was going, but what I didn't expect was how wonderful the journey would be and how much it brought out my own memories and experiences. I certainly connected with this on an emotional level way more than I was anticipating, and I can see this film having this effect on a lot of people, and there will certainly be some misty eyes by the end of it. It's a simple film with wistful intention and an aching heart. It's silly, it's soppy, it's sweet, its warmth radiates for all 100 minutes, and I strongly encourage you to check this one out. And this is where giving a film a rating can sometimes be tough, because my head tells me this is a very high 8 out of 10, but my heart wants the 9. So I'm going to sleep on it, and whatever you see on screen right now is what I decided on. And that's all I have to say about this film for now. It's definitely a personal highlight in cinema so far this year for me. And if you did like this review, please do consider subscribing and let me know what you thought of the film in the comments below. But thank you very much for watching.